Hello, my name is Michelle Eckersley, and I'm on the keto diet.
Out. Hi, baby. Hi.
I actually started the diet the end of September. I had visited my parents, and my brother and sister-in-law had been on this diet and had lost quite a bit of weight. And so at that point, my sister-in-law talked to me about doing it, and I felt like, since the neurologist had already talked to my mom about it, I thought that maybe it would be a good time to start and just not to keep putting it off. My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's probably 4 years ago. What we started noticing, especially when she was under a lot of stress, that she just couldn't remember anything. And I just feel like with Alzheimer's being in my family and sugar diabetes being in my family, that I just really need to take care of myself now so that I don't have to deal with those things later. To date, I've lost 15 pounds. I have been on a lot of diets throughout my life, but the diets that I've been on before have been strictly for weight loss and not for any neurological improvements or brain health. What the diet consists of is fat, healthy fats, protein, low carbohydrates, no sugars. My Diet Coke.
Do you want
that's
your
not on the
glasses,
diet.
Do you want your glasses, or do you want to do it without?
The sugar I thought would be really hard to cut out of my diet just because, I inherited a sweet tooth from every member in my family. But once I got my carbohydrates, I found that I was full enough that I didn't feel like I needed to be snacking. I'm just on the general diet where I don't eat any root vegetables, squash or potatoes, or even sweet potatoes. That has been one of the hard things to give up, is to, good buttery squash. But basically, I'm looking for healthy greens such as cucumbers, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower. When I plate my meals, I try to get 3/4 of my plate to be some version of a vegetable. And then the other quarter of the plate is usually my proteins. By going to this new diet, I have found that I have a lot more energy. I can get through my day easily without any kind of caffeine or anything like that to keep my energy levels up. I've just kind of enjoyed things a little bit more. My daughter has also told me that I'm much easier going and happier. So I really haven't seen any negative things about it. I've only seen positive things about it. So I'll continue to do it. I kind of see it as a lifestyle change and not necessarily just as a diet.
Yeah. And if it's lifestyle changes, then it's more that you put it's longer lasting.
Right.
If it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah. You have to be really careful on this diet to make sure you get all your carbohydrates. What the diet does is it's using the fat within your body for the energy. And if you don't get enough carbohydrates, then it goes into your muscles. And so pretty soon you can find yourself with muscle deterioration, and then it can put you in diabetic ketoacidosis. I suggested that my family do it with me, but there hasn't been a lot of enthusiasm for the rest of the family to start. My husband was excited about the diet and said that he would jump on board to do it. And then the first morning when it came time for breakfast, the first thing he did was he put bread in the toaster for breakfast. And so when he realized what all he had to give up, he said no, that he wasn't interested in doing it. And then my daughter, who doesn't like vegetables and loves pasta, never did agree to go on the diet. But she also enjoys the meals at night.
But you seem to have a very positive outlook on it, and you've noticed, even though your family doesn't choose to take part of it, you're still noticing that you're not making two separate meals. You're able to incorporate your stuff into their meal as well, and just not doing maybe, the carbohydrate part of it.
Right. I've had to adjust a couple of things in the way that I cook, and mostly it has to do with adding more fat. I mean, I know that my husband has mentioned that I've kind of upped my game as far as dinner goes, because everything is fresh and nothing's processed, and there is a different flavor to fresh, unprocessed food. And so I think the meals are much more satisfying. And it really comes down to what they feel is important.
Can you tell us what you're making?
I'm doing steamed broccoli and cauliflower for vegetables tonight, as well as carnival squash. And then I'm also going to be making a Caesar salad to go with grilled chicken thighs. When it's hard to add the extra vegetables is when I haven't picked up enough vegetables when I went grocery shopping. But I have been picking up more vegetables so that I'll always have them on hand, either for dinner or for lunches. Oh, as far as eating out, I really haven't found it to be a problem. Other people that eat out with me think that I'm going to have a problem finding something on the menu. But generally, almost all places have a salad, and it's very easy to add protein to a salad, or it's even becoming more and more common at burger places and that sort of thing to ask for a lettuce wrap burger. And I actually enjoyed the lettuce wrap burgers. I think they're really filling and they satisfy me very well. I know that my family's biggest concern about keto for the holidays is how it's going to affect them, and are we still going to have the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. And I really feel like I will do the traditional Thanksgiving dinner with the turkey and the ham, mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing. But I'll also add a few more vegetable dishes, fresh vegetable dishes. A lot of the stuff I won't eat, like I've never been a fan of mashed potatoes and gravy, so that really doesn't affect me. My weakness for Thanksgiving is really the stuffing. I probably will consider that a cheat meal, and I will probably have a little bit of stuffing. Here again, I'll cook it for the family, but it's not a temptation for me. So I think as far as the family is concerned, I don't think they have anything to worry about. It'll just be another day, and they can eat how they want to eat, and I'll eat how I want to eat, and everyone should be happy. Well, when I first brought it up for the family, everybody was really excited and said that yes, that they would jump on board with me.
No, don't lie. Restart. No lying.
Okay.